Hello students, let us continue chapter number 10, Organs of Government. So today we are going to discuss our next topic, that is process of ordinary bill, that is non-financial becoming an act. A drafted proposal to create a desired law is called a bill. The bill goes through 3 readings and stages, and if approved becomes an act, that is law. Now the first reading. A parliament member or a minister introduce the bill in either house of parliament, that is Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. Now the introducing the bill. The process of presenting or introducing a bill in the house of the parliament is called first reading of the bill. The bill contains objectives and reasons of introducing such bill. For introducing ordinary bill in any house, recommendation of the presiding officer of that house, that is Speaker in case of Lok Sabha and Vice President in case of Rajya Sabha, is required. For introducing money bill in the Lok Sabha, the recommendation of President is required, whereas for introducing money bill in Vidhan Sabha, that is Legislative Assembly, the recommendation of the Governor of a state is required. Now, reading the bill. In the first reading of the bill, the general points of the bill are discussed. If any point is opposed, then the opposing member need to provide reason for opposition. If the opposition cannot be settled easily, then voting may be carried out to come to a conclusion. Now, second reading. In the second reading, each point of every section of the bill is discussed in detail. Objectives of that bill are and reactions of members are discussed and clarified. The bill is amended based on inputs obtained from discussion with public groups, organization, opinion of the opposition, etc. Finally, voting is carried out to decide if the amended bill should be allowed to move ahead or not. Now, second reading in case if the house is busy. At times, a house may be extremely busy and overloaded with work. In such situation, it may not be able to discuss the bill in detail. The House then hands over the bill to a committee of subject experts and members having special knowledge who examine the bill thoroughly. The committee also considers public opinion and does necessary discussions. It then suggests required changes and draft a report on the bill. The committee then passes the bill to the parliament, which then sends it for third reading. Now, third reading. Reading in the first house. The third reading of the bill is only a formality. Whether the changes in the bill are accepted or rejected are clearly explained with proper logic and reasoning. Again, a voting is conducted to approve the changes made in the bill. During the voting, if majority of the members pass the bill, then the bill is declared to be passed. The passed bill is signed by the chairman, that is presiding officer of the house, and is sent to the other house of the parliament. Now, reading in the second house. In the other, that is second house, too, the bill goes through the same process as discussed. If the other house also passes the bill, it is sent to the president for his approval. In case if the second house reject the bill, if the second house does not pass the bill, it is again sent to the first house. If the second house keeps the bill for more than 6 months without passing it, then the bill is considered rejected. Now, approval of the president. When the president receives the bill, he has following 3 options: sign the bill and hence approve it. Second, hold the bill and keep it with him. Third, send the bill and send it back to the parliament for reconsideration. Once the president signs the bill, it becomes an act, that is law. After the bill becomes an act, it is published by the government gazette. Finally, the bill gets implemented as a law in the country from the date if it is published in the gazette. Now, Constitution Amendment Bill. Overall, the Constitution Amendment Bill also goes through the same process as that of the ordinary bill. However, there are few changes as mentioned below. Change in the process. When a bill to amend the Constitution is presented in any of the house of the parliament, it has to be passed by either a majority number of the members of that house or by 2/3 of the members present and voting. If the amendment of the bill is related to the matter of center or the state, then the bill requires permission of more than half the legislative assemblies of the states to amend the bill. Now, the procedure the money bill has to pass through. Money bill. A bill that contains financial matters such as laying or lifting taxes, budget, etc. is called a money bill. A money bill can be introduced only in the Lok Sabha. It is the Speaker of Lok Sabha who decides if the bill introduced is a money or not. The budget of the centre is presented around 28th February in the Lok Sabha by the Finance Minister. Now the money bill passes through the following process. A preliminary discussion is carried out on the money bill presented in the Lok Sabha. The expenses mentioned in the budget are discussed upon. The Finance Minister presents all the numeric detail of the budget in the Parliament. Ministers of all the fields such as agriculture, science, defense, trade and commerce, human resources, etc. put forward the need of finance in their fields in front of the Lok Sabha. Voting is carried out to get permission of funds demanded by each minister. Sources of income and taxes are separately presented in the budget and both are to be approved separately. Now, once the money bill gets approved, it needs to follow the given procedure. The money bill approved in the Lok Sabha is first sent to the Rajya Sabha for recommendations. The Rajya Sabha needs to review it and send it to the Lok Sabha with necessary recommendations within 14 days. If Rajya Sabha does not send the money bill back to Lok Sabha within 14 days, the bill is considered to have been passed by the Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha can either accept or reject all or few recommendations of the Rajya Sabha. If the Lok Sabha accept the recommendations of the Rajya Sabha, then the bill is considered to have been passed by both the houses of the parliament. However, if the Lok Sabha rejects the recommendations of the Rajya Sabha and the bill is again passed in the Lok Sabha, then the money bill is considered to have been passed by both the houses of the parliament. Hence, in the matter of the money bill, the Rajya Sabha has limited powers. After the money bill is passed by both the houses of the parliament, it is sent to the president for his assent. The president has to sign the money bill. If the budget is not passed in the house, then the government has to resign. Now, apart from this, in both the houses of the parliament, the social, economic, political, defense and foreign matters are discussed. The Lok Sabha monitors and controls the working of executive, cabinet of ministers and the bureaucrats. It is the work of the elected members to see that the funds of the public are utilized properly. Lok Sabha has a direct control over the use of the public fund. Without the consent of the houses of the parliament, no new taxes can be levied or any improvement in the existing taxes can be done. The houses of the parliament are called as the custodian of the public fund, as it is control the functioning of the executive. Besides this, the parliament has the power to remove president, vice president, chief justice of the Supreme Court, as well as the High Court, chief election commission, auditor general or attorney general under the charge of proven misbehavior or inefficiency or violation of the constitution through the process of impeachment. Now student, in my next video, I will discuss the further topic. Thank you.